Shalom. Title of this video is America listed by name in the Bible? Okay, so it's been a while since I did a video. I haven't really been making any videos because I don't really get any traffic, no comments or anything. I don't really promote my videos either, but I don't know if the powers that be are blocking my videos or what, but I don't really have a big following, so I don't really make a lot of videos. I don't think why make videos if there's nobody to hear it. But I just noticed this in the Bible. I'm going to go into the book of Daniel, and we're in the 7th chapter. And if you're familiar with this chapter, I won't read the whole thing, but Daniel is describing 4 beasts that are rising out of the earth. These are like worldwide beasts, or like we're gonna call them like the dominant figure on the planet. And when you go down to the 3rd beast, let's see. Okay, so here we go. So 5 is talking about the 2nd beast. I'm not sure which one that is yet. I have an idea of who it is. But I won't go into that one. The 3rd beast is referring to America, and I'm in Daniel, the 6th chapter, the 7th verse, the 7th chapter, the 6th verse. After this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. I think this is when it's referring to when America was first established, and it was under Rome, and then Rome was broken into 4 heads. She had 4 different regions, or 4 different heads, 4 different rulers. So you look at the word leopard. Number one, the word leopard is also can describe the American flag. What does it look like? Let's pull it up. Okay, so you see the American flag, it has stripes like a leopard. This is describing the flag as well. But I'm going to go deeper, and you can say here, 4 heads of Rome. Or did Rome divide its kingdom into 4? Okay, here we go. The state of absolute monarchy that began with Diocletian endured until the fall of the Eastern Roman Empire in 1453. Diocletian divided the empire into 4 regions, each ruled by an emperor, a tetrarchy. I think that's how you pronounce it. So you see how Rome was divided into 4 kingdoms, 4 regions. It said the beast had 4 heads, right? So it was so big that it had to be divided into 4 different regions: north, south, east, and west, right? See, it says here, and the beast also had 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. And I believe that this is referring to Esau's kingdom, right? It said, and dominion was given to it. All right, we can get that, and this is actually a prophecy. Okay, so we're gonna go into dominion. Okay, we're gonna go into Genesis 27:40, and I won't read the whole thing, but this is showing where Esau was told that he wasn't going to receive the blessing which usually the firstborn receives. It was given to his brother Jacob, and Isaac told him, he's giving him a prophecy here, and he says, and by the sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass, this is a prophecy, that when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So he told him that he was going to have the dominion one day. He was going to serve his brother, and he wasn't going to receive the blessing. He was going to have the dominion. And you go back to Daniel 7, and this is where you talk about precept upon precept, right? So it says, and dominion was given to it, right? So this is a precept referring to Esau's kingdom. And the Esau, I believe that these people are referred to as like the ancient Romans. They say like this happened like thousands of years ago, but I believe that, you know, a lot of things have been changed in history because some people have been written out of history, such as the Hebrews. We have been written out of history, and this is part of our curse that we're not even written in history. It's like we don't even exist. We have other people like posing as us, the people who live in the state of Israel now, and some of them are living over here. But a lot of the history books had to be rewritten in order to, I guess you could say, like you said, just to write us out of history. And they don't tell like real truths, but it kind of has to be like that. The people are wicked and they're liars, but it kind of has to be like that in order to kind of like write us out of history and cover, and this, and they just kind of like I said, they just kind of wrote us out of history. So I believe that the Esau's kingdom is referring to ancient Rome. They also, the northern part of their kingdom was based out of Turkey, which they call the Ottoman Empire. And that's based on Esau's son, T-Man. I made previous videos regarding that. And as you can get that in the book of Obadiah, where it says, and thy mighty men, O T-Man. It mentions that in the book of Obadiah. That's talking about the Ottoman Empire. This is just one region of their kingdom. They also had a kingdom in Africa, in Nigeria. It was called the Benin Kingdom. You can look that up. There's a lot of history written on that. And Great Britain came and destroyed them at the end of 1800. So you kind of see their kingdom being destroyed towards the end of 1800s, even throughout the 1900s with World War I and World War II. They still fighting wars against these same people. So, and this is the time of the Gentiles. Right? The Gentile rulership is going on the earth. The heathens are ruling the earth right now. That's why you see white people and Asian people and all these different people doing so well, because this is their time to rule the earth. They were going to destroy Esau, and then they're going to destroy his kingdom. Then they're going to get a certain amount of time to rule, and then this is going to usher in the kingdom being restored to us. It says this at the end of the book of Daniel. And then it says, let's see. This is Daniel 7, the 27th, and the 27th, I'm sorry, Daniel the 7th chapter, 27th verse. And the kingdom and dominion and the greatness of the kingdom under the whole heaven shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High, referring to the Hebrews, whose kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and all dominions shall serve and obey him. Meaning our king, or our Messiah, who they call, I don't believe the name would be Jesus Christ, but it's the person from the line of David. I don't know the person's name, but they're from the line of David. They're going to be like God on earth. There's a God above them, but they'll be like the ruler of the whole earth, the sovereign of the whole earth. Okay, so to go back into what I was saying originally, I know I kind of went off on a tangent. Okay, so when we go back to where it was describing the four heads, the beast, and again, this is when America was first born. Okay, so you're going to look up the word leopard, which is Hebrew word 5245. I'm going to show you this. It says Nemar. Well, I don't even know what a Nemar is. But this is kind of an anagram. You can see the name America in there, Amern. Okay, so we're going to go to the Chaldean. This is the Chaldean version. So we're going to go to corresponding to 5246, Hebrew word 5246. I'm going to pull that up. Okay, so you see the name Amer in the transliteration. Namar, drop the N or move the N move the N around, and you see the name America, right? Amer. right? Amer. So the name is mentioned in there, and it's also describing her stripes, right? And I don't know who the other beasts are, but I might do a video on that. I'm still kind of researching who the other beasts are, but I know this is referring to America, right? And America is not. She's kind of lost her luster. She's still the world. She still has a powerful military. She still, according to the records, she has the most powerful stock exchange in the world. She still has the reserve currency of the world, but this beast is now controlled by the Gentiles, and they've now kind of taken over the whole world, and they've united the whole world under one banner, which is the United Nations. So the United Nations is kind of like one banner for the whole world, but it's not ruled by Esau anymore. It's ruled by the Gentiles. They've taken over America, which I believe used to be Egypt. I'll do a different video on that. They ruled Africa. They ruled the Middle East. And you could even look up a video. I did a separate video on some more of the descendants of Esau, which will be during the shogunate period of Japan. There's a person named Ieyasu, and I did a video on that. You can look back in my videos about I believe it says did Esau rule Japan or did Edom rule Japan? And the name of Tokyo used to be called Edo, which is short for Edom, right? So this is their more of their regions. I don't know if they ever ruled China or not, but they were ruling in Japan for a certain period of time, since about the 1600s, right before we went into slavery. And they say we went into slavery in 1619 or around that time. I don't know if that's the official date or not, but this is what their history says. And I did a video, and I showed on a video that, you know, they had you know, if you just do a search on it, let's see. So if you go to shogunate period of Japan, I'm just going to do a quick thing on this, right? And it says the Tokugawa shogunate. Okay, so the emperor was Tokugawa Ieyasu. Okay, that's in Britannica.com. Now you see a caricature of this person, looks like a light-skinned Japanese person or something. But if you look at a statue, you're going to see a different depiction of this person. This is how you kind of know who people are. You could kind of do this all around the world. See, if you travel, you would kind of see this, right? This is a Negroid person. Look at the color of the statue as well. You see how the statue is like I guess you could say this could be like a bronze statue or something, right? But this is a Negroid person, right? This is what they would call an Edomite, right? And you see that I had another picture. I had a better image of him. Oh, I think it was this one. Yeah, you can see here that this is not like a Japanese looking person. This is more of a Negroid looking person. This is the statue that I did the previous video on. Right? You can see it. This is Tokugawa Ieyasu. This used to be the emperor of Japan. Just recently, their rulership just ended in like the end of the 1800s, but they have been ruling it since the 1600s. So 16, 17, 18, so about 200 years or so. I don't know the exact dates. But this is during the shogunate period of Japan. So these people were ruling over the whole earth and said that they had dominion, and they did. They lost their dominion when the Gentiles came and took them out. They've been fighting wars against them, and the Gentiles came and took over the United States when, I believe, during the Civil War. This is when the Gentiles rose up over so-called Great Britain, but I'm pretty sure that this is where they were ruling from too. Great Britain. They were all over the earth. They were a worldwide empire. It said 4 heads. Africa, Japan, here. They were all over the world. I don't know where the exact heads are but they were ruling from all over the earth. So as you see in a thing, the name America is mentioned actually in the Bible as the third beast or the leopard because of her stripes and her American flag. So the fourth beast is basically a continuation of that, where it says that they were going to get dominion over the whole earth. It said they was going to gobble up the whole earth. This is in Daniel 7. And that's what you see under the United Nations. Okay, this is the terrible beast that it talks about. Let's see. Okay, so Daniel said he was kind of shook up by this. Okay, so it says in Daniel 7, the 19th verse, then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others. It was diverse because it included the whole earth. It had all these different people in it. Indian people, Asian people, white people, black people. Everybody was included in this beast. And it says, then I would know the truth of the fourth beast, which was diverse from all the others, exceedingly dreadful, whose teeth were of iron and his nails of brass, which devoured and brake in pieces and stamped in the residue and his feet with his feet. All right. So they took over the whole. It said the fourth beast was going to devour the whole earth. Where does it say that at? Let's see. Here it is. Okay, so we're in Daniel 7, chapter the 23rd verse. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom. And when it says a kingdom, it means like a worldwide kingdom upon earth, which shall be diverse from all kingdoms and shall devour the whole earth and shall tread it down and break in pieces. And you go look up the United Nations. The whole world is basically involved in the United Nations. Their whole world, Africa, India, the Middle East, all these people are necessary friends, but they're all involved in the same trade treaties and stuff. So America was the third beast of Daniel 7, the third beast. She's the leopard, and it mentions her by name, Amer. That's where they get that. That's where where they get that name from. They take it. It was named after some Italian named Amerigo Vespucci. That's probably a lie. There are lies written in history, but it's just lies that cover up certain things. So that's all I have regarding this. Shalom.